possible that there was to develop a culture, to develop a sophisticated knowledge of weapons, and to express that in monuments. Could this detailed astronomical knowledge be evidence that the lost civilization of the Ice Age I'm seeking left a legacy of ideas in other parts of North America as well? 1,300 miles from Ohio. In the northwest corner of New Mexico, I've arrived at a high-altitude cold desert, carved up by towering mesas and buttes. The Badlands of the southwestern United States are a row of harsh streams and breathtaking vistas, intersected by ancient canyons with near vertical sandstone cliffs on both sides. I think that the desolate setting of these Badlands would be ill-suited to any large-scale construction project, either now or in ancient times. But you'd be wrong. This canyon is home to some of the most important archaeological sites in North America. Dozens of ancient man-made structures are scattered for miles across the valley floor, from small freestanding chambers to massive so-called great houses. This is Chaco Canyon. Despite more than a century of research, the ancient structures that we see here in Chaco Canyon remain enigmatic. Their origins and even their function are still hotly debated. At the heart of the mystery, in the center of the canyon, is the most imposing great house of them all. The name of this place is Pueblo Bonito, meaning beautiful town. Rising to a height of several stories, it's a labyrinth of rooms, corridors, vast, circular, semi-subterranean enclosures. Even today, centuries after all work here ceased, it strikes the eye awesome. Pueblo Bonito is a huge construction project. Hundreds of rooms have been mapped. Many mysteriously built with no obvious way in or out. Archaeologists have worked here decades and made many significant discoveries. Yet it still remains a revelation. But what we can be fairly certain is how Pueblo Bonito would have looked in its prime. Was a huge semicircle with straight walls facing the canyon floor. Rectangular buildings were stacked around the curve, 4 stories tall. Creating as many as 8 homes, all surrounding a plaza, divided by a central wall, with multiple circular, semi-subterranean structures on each side. So who were its builders? And why did they go to such immense lengths to create this extraordinary edifice? Nathan, officially designated as Chaco Canyon's chief of interpretation, has spent nearly a decade studying the structures here. Tell us about the place that we're standing in.
This structure was the largest building in North America up until the mid-19th century.
Archaeologists couldn't carbon date the stone itself. But using a highly accurate feeling method dating it would have been, they were able to determine various phases of construction. this was not built in a single month. This was built over a period of a couple of centuries. So if we look at that oldest part of Pueblo Bonito, what sort of numbers are we talking about?
It was built starting around 850.
That's 850 AD.
850 AD.
Yeah.
And construction was ongoing for at least 200 years, maybe a little bit longer.
This was before the area was settled by the modern-day Pueblo people, like the Hopi, the Zuni, and the Acoma.
Pueblo Bonito was built by what we call the ancestral Pueblo people for reasons unknown to us.
Yeah.
They selected Chaco Canyon to be the center of their culture. And Pueblo Bonito would become the largest building in this cultural center.
A cultural center that, as well as Pueblo Bonito, featured more than a dozen other great houses. Why did they build all these structures here in Chaco Canyon?
Was there a permanent established residential population?
No. Archaeologists did not see the evidence to support a huge population.
So if these great houses weren't actually built to house people, what was their purpose? Within the ruins, archaeologists found more than 100 ritual burials, along with pottery featuring spectacular geometric patterns. Some known to come from hundreds, if not thousands of miles away. We find that enormous efforts were gone to create it as a kind of center of the world. As the evidence has come in, it's become clear that it seems to have been a center of pilgrimage, where people would come from all directions, drawn to the magic of the place. It clearly is a sacred place of some sort. In that light, the circular structures we find within nearly all of Chaco's buildings make more sense. The Hopi, descendants of the ancestral Pueblones, call such structures kivas. Tell me about the kivas. What is your understanding of what they were and are?
It's generally agreed upon that a kiva was a ceremonial space. There are features that are pretty common. There's the bench. Within the larger great kivas, you see floor vaults. Most of them have some kind of wood-burning fireplace.
For the Hopi and Pueblo peoples today, the kiva is a spiritual and political space in which they gather to perform sacred rituals.
So it's an ongoing cultural tradition. They're used for ceremony.
Yes,
Ceremonies that then and now feature the consumption of a special form of tobacco. North of Chaco, in Utah, archaeologists studying an ancient man-made harp found seeds from the hallucinogenic species Coyote tobacco. The seeds were carbon dated to 12,300 years ago, suggesting humans were using tobacco here as far back as the Ice Age. It's thought that such hallucinogenic plants were still in use thousands of years later in ceremonies here in Chaco. Just as shamans of the Amazon use ayahuasca. Is it possible that these shamanistic traditions, thousands of miles apart, are the legacy of a single, more ancient belief system that left traces of itself across the Americas? To explore the mysteries of these kivas further, I'm headed to the Canyon Rim, about half a mile south of Pueblo Bonito, to the grandest kiva of all. Unlike the vast majority of Chaco's kivas, Casa Rinconada stands apart from any other expensive building. Inside the center enclosure, T-shaped doorways are positioned in the wall, openings that face almost perfectly north and south. As time-lapse photos show, directly above the doorway, the night sky revolves around the North Star, Polaris. There's something strangely familiar about Zarinkana. It reminds me of the Ice Age megalithic site at Göbekli Tepe in far-off Turkey. There, similarly sunken circular kiva-like chambers feature key-shaped pillars, which too are aligned at specific points of the building. But how could these ancient structures, so widely separated by geography and time, have any connection? It's tempting to speculate.
We have forts still under control. We're still flipping towers back and forth. We got this.
Good side in you. You grow up.
Get the last. The purple right here on you. Another out. The work camp. No, we got one guy here. Get the fuck out. Go to sanctify. Well, we got a couple of yellow and purples can hold the other chest.
I'm going.
We must sanctify this holy ground. Come on down from on high, my brothers. Yeah, well, also fully wiped by as soon as we rotated in. We really did it. Get these chests, get the sanctifying. We still have forts. Hopefully we keep forts.
DBA, there's a bunch of purple outside.
Well, finish up and leave. I know, actually, I just did. I just finished my last quest. I'm on the move. Problem is, they can't go out today.
Yeah, that's the last one I need to.
Oh, shit, it's fucking weird.
Behind the bush.
Oops. I can heal. Is there only 2 of them?
Yeah, it's only just 2.5. One in a bush. I'm almost sanctified.
You just really skimmed that away.
Nice.
And that's
Good grab.
sanctified.
Good grab. I'm gonna throw a safety down here on the chest.
Alright, this last chest, so let's go to sanctify. Oh, let's push it into port right now.
We can look at East Tower.
So we got 2 purples.
Nah,
We can focus on fighting. Let him just,
Let him.
Let him just, yeah.
Go to sanctify, go to sanctify.
I got Sanctify. We will look to see if we can look that. Green took it, but I don't know.
Oh, there's a couple purples on our way to sanctify. Yeah, they went up the hill a little bit. I'm at sanctify now. No one's here. What, mate? What's up, bro?
Hey, Smitty, sit the fuck down.
Basket. Well, if he's running, if anyone's running, whatever it's called, potato graphics, they will see this.
Oh, there's a few
got
purple.
purple.
On
We
me.
got
I'm
purple
running
coming
back.
over
Yeah,
the-
yeah. I'm running back. They don't know you guys are here yet.
Yeah, we're trying to make our way over. Oh, careful about that.
Ready? Green.
Grabbing. That's for the middle. Oh, we can get East Tower. Green has East Tower.
Pakistan.
What's up?
I got a natty slowed.
Alright, well, we killed the other 2. They backed off.
On my way to Sanctuary.
I had to reset. Yeah, I had to reset my thing to go get that, but I had to keep it quest. Alright, the one guy was on the road. He got low. 3 more below. Wait. Oh! Another one there, too.
Yeah, you break the
Oh,
hook.
there's
I think it worked though.
Sanctify is still clean.
you know what? Ooh, there's like purple sticking it out.
Yeah, we need to wait for
Avoid
it.
not dying.
Yeah, I'm getting the Sanctify now.
Oh my god.
We wait, and one more, like a minute 30.